One of the franchises that I look forward to each year or every second year, depending on when Ubisoft decides to release a new iteration, is none other than Assassin's Creed. I love these games and I cannot seem to stop myself from getting every new release. And this year I expect it to be no different. I'm extremely excited for the game's official announcement, but we don't know a lot about the game yet. However, we can piece together some kind of picture thanks to some inside information from industry experts and statements made by Ubisoft in the past. So let's talk about the next Assassin's Creed. First off, let's talk about the possible release for a new Assassin's Creed game. We know that the series isn't an annualized thing anymore. Yes, we did get Assassin's Creed Odyssey right after Origins very quickly. However, Ubisoft CEO Yves revealed in an interview with Geoff Keighley at E3 2018 that this was only the case because both those games were being developed at the same time. Yves went on to explain that Assassin's Creed will no longer be a series that the company will aim to release each year, but instead they'll focus on releasing a new entry when it's ready. He then went on to say that this could mean we could get back-to-back releases for some years, but it will not be every year. And this is evident with 2019 not having a new entry. However, does this mean we'll see a release this year then? My guess is 100% yes. Ubisoft revealed in one of their press releases from February 6, 2020 that they plan to release 5 new AAA games between September 2020 and March 2021. 3 of those games include Watch Dogs Legion, Gods and Monsters and Rainbow Six Quarantine. The other 2 games are yet to be announced. However, Jason Schreier revealed in a tweet that those 2 unannounced games is the next Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. For those who do not know, Jason Schreier is a news editor at Kotaku who has built quite the reputation over the years for revealing accurate information with regards to Assassin's Creed titles before they were announced. He revealed early images of Assassin's Creed Unity when the game was still in development, and then a few months after that he also revealed the setting and some extensive gameplay features of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, also when that game was still in development and not even announced yet. He seems pretty reliable when it comes to the franchise, and it's evident that he has his sources. So with that in mind and taking Jason's tweet into consideration, it means we'll see a new Assassin's Creed between September 2020 and March 2021. Now the franchise's usual release window is around October and November. Almost every single entry released around this time, and I expect the next one to do the same. I don't see any reason why Ubisoft would change this, which means we can pinpoint the release of the next Assassin's Creed game down to October or November 2020 unless something happens that disrupts their plans whatsoever. I think one of the first things people want to know more about when thinking about the next Assassin's Creed is its setting. Where will it take place and in what time period? The setting of this next AC game is something that was already revealed and confirmed back in May of last year, also by the leak expert Jason Schreier himself. It all started with a poster that can be found in one of Ubisoft's other titles, being The Division 2. Now, just for some context, the company does apparently have a history of teasing their future games in current ones. One of the most well-known cases include a new patch that was dropped for Watch Dogs 2 that told us that the next game would be set in London, which turned out to be the case. Anyway, the poster that caught people's attention in The Division 2 was of a man holding what appears to be an apple of Eden with the words Valhalla written above him. Valhalla is known as the Great Hall in Norse mythology, where heroes slain in battle are received, almost like some sort of heaven, and Norse mythology being a religion that was practiced by Vikings. Taking Ubisoft's past of teasing future games in their current ones into consideration, people concluded that this poster in The Division 2 is hinting that the next Assassin's Creed will feature Vikings and Norse mythology. This created a buzz around the topic which caught the attention of Jason Schreier, who then stepped in and confirmed that this is indeed the case. Jason revealed that 2 months before this teaser emerged, Kotaku learned from 2 independent sources that the next Assassin's Creed would indeed feature Vikings. He also went on to say that currently the game is being codenamed Assassin's Creed Kingdom. Like I said before, Jason can be trusted as he has quite the reputation for being spot on. So from that, we can conclude that Assassin's Creed 2020 will feature Vikings, and it will most likely explore Norse mythology the same way we explored ancient Greece and Egypt mythos in previous titles. Earlier this year, Ubisoft also made a couple of changes within their editorial team to combat one of their biggest issues, and that is game sameness. The company supposedly appointed 7 vice presidents, each assigned to their own franchises to lead, with the authority to make their own independent decisions on future directions. The company went on to explain that this was done to make their software or games more varied, and that we could expect to see these changes come into effect within their next upcoming 5 AAA games. This means we'll see a change in Assassin's Creed. Not entirely sure what kind of change and how big it'll be, but there will be something about the game that'll make it feel different from Ubisoft's other titles. As I stated in numerous other videos before, the company's titles all feel way too similar, and having each franchise feel more unique is a good thing. So I'm excited to see how this comes into effect. It's unclear how Ubisoft is going to go about marketing and revealing this game now that E3 has been cancelled. They did mention in a statement to the public that they were exploring other options for a digital experience that will allow them to share what they have planned. I guess we'll have to wait and see how they approach it. I think it'll still take place around the same time that E3 would have happened, just not sure what they'll do. Lastly, I just want to remind you that this new Assassin's Creed game will be available on current gen and the next generation of consoles. I know a lot of the information that I've discussed in this video might have been stuff you guys already knew, but there are still people out there who don't know about it, so let's hope this video reaches them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another one real soon.